coming up here in about a week. I'm going to be running the Boston Marathon. I wanted to do just kind of like a preview video. I obviously haven't run this race before. I'm a first time qualifier. I'm very excited, but it's obviously a very famous course. I've watched a video of the course, so I know kind of what to expect. I know about the Newton Hills, and know it's generally a downhill course. I know about Heartbreak Hill and all that, so I think I have a fairly good idea of what the course is like. I also think it's pretty analogous to the Marquette Marathon, which I qualified on, so I think maybe that helps me a little bit. They're both downhill marathons, so I know about not going out too fast on the downhills and holding something back, and I also know that those downhills can destroy your quads too, so hopefully that works to my advantage and I don't go out there and blow it. I should be in pretty good shape, so I don't think that's going to happen. I'm obviously very, very excited. I'm starting to get pretty darn nervous. I'm going to be a nervous wreck coming up next weekend for sure. But yeah, overall, I should be in good shape. I set half 10K and 5K PRs in the last couple months. My last race, like I reported on, was a little bit of a anomaly there because of all the hills, so that threw a little bit of anxiety at me of like, you know, why did I perform so badly at my last tune-up race? Actually, I didn't perform that badly, but I came in third overall, but it felt bad like running slower than the 10K just the week before, even with the hills, so that was a little bit of a curveball there, but yeah, the weather is looking pretty good right now. The last time I looked, it was going to be a high of about 51 with a wind at our backs, a tailwind, so hopefully that holds up. There was about a 50% chance of precipitation. It said showers, so we'll see you know, if that plays out. I don't necessarily mind running in the rain, but if it's going to be real cold and rainy, that's a little bit of a you know, different set of circumstances there. Makes it a little bit hard to know. That cold feels a lot worse when you're wet, obviously, so that might have some, you know, consequences as far as how I dress. But yeah, I'll keeping a close eye on the weather, but overall, you know, I'd rather run in 40 degrees and raining than 75 degrees like it was last year, so I'll take it if I have to, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm obviously really looking forward to this race. I think I have a good strategy for it. I'm planning to, you know, go out relatively conservatively for the first 20 or so miles, and then if I feel like I really have a lot left in the tank to kick it in those last 6 miles, I'd like to finish strong. I'd like it to just be a really good experience. I don't want to risk overshooting. I don't want to try to, you know, run a 3:02 or something like that and then blow up at mile 20 and you know, have to limp the rest of the 6 miles to the finish line. I want to feel good about it, kind of like I did at Bayshore last year, where I probably underperformed, but I really just didn't want. I just wanted to, you know, run the whole way. I didn't want to have to stop and walk. Coming back from the injuries and everything, I just wanted to feel like, yes, I really nailed it. That was a good marathon performance. So that's kind of how I want to feel here. I don't want to go for, you know, absolutely optimal speed necessarily. So so yeah, I think I'm going to shoot for, you know, maybe 308, 307-ish range. I'm going to play it a little bit by ear. I'm going to feel how that pace feels once I get out there, and I'm going to try to be smart about not going out too fast, especially those first couple miles. And I think that experience of having run the Marquette Marathon a couple times now hopefully will help me stick to that and hold a little bit back on those downhill miles early in the race. But I'm really excited for it. You know, I've seen a lot of video clips and you know, I'm really excited about having all those people there, you know, cheering us on. My mom's going to be there. Hopefully be able to find a spot to watch me. We're going to be out there all week, so that's nice. It's kind of nice to have, you know, I'm going to run this race and I'm going to stay in town there for like a week in Massachusetts and do some sightseeing. So it's nice to have that as something to look forward to after the marathon, not having to jump back on a plane and go back to work or something like that. Kind of a little bit of a reward. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, it's mostly kind of mind-boggling actually, that I'm going to be running this race with Olympians and record holders and stuff like that. It's really kind of incredible and pretty humbling, and just really kind of hard to believe the quality of athletes that I'm going to be running with. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm very thankful for all the support, the people who have bought me Christmas gifts, running gear, and all that kind of stuff, supported me along the way, and I'm really happy I've been able to make meet my goal here. This was really kind of like the life goal I had for the last about 3.5 years. The thing I wanted more than anything. So to get to this point, to be that I'm going to be running this race in a week, a little over a week, is really incredible. So I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a PR. I should be in better shape than ever. The weather seems like it's going to cooperate. So hopefully I don't get an injury or have some kind of emergency circumstance come up, get sick or something like that. But everything's looking pretty good, and then we'll see how I do then, and that's gonna kind of dictate what I do for my next marathon. I'll probably do a fall marathon, but yeah, I'm not setting any plans yet. It kind of depends whether I BQ or not, and how soon I want to turn around. I might want to do a speed session or something like that in between, so I'm still trying to decide that. But I think my biggest next goal is to try to break 3 hours if I can before I get too old. I'm starting to seem like that might be not too unreasonable. I ran a 1:27:27 half, so if I can get that half down another couple minutes, maybe a 3-hour marathon is doable. So I would love to do that, and then that would be pretty incredible for someone who ran the first race less than 4 years ago. So. So yeah, that's kind of that's about all I think I have to say about the Boston Marathon. Obviously, I don't need to tell. Most everyone knows what it is, how big it is. There's 30,000 runners. There's like 500,000 spectators, broadcast nationally, etc., etc. So I think I'll wrap it up there. Thanks for supporting me. I'll do a race review, but it'll probably be a little bit delayed. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll probably post my results and stuff like that there, but I probably won't get back to a YouTube video until probably a week afterwards. So yeah, that's about all I have to say. Thanks for following me along this way, and I'll be back soon with more content.